something happened. Nothing exploded, nothing crashed, nothing trended, no sirens, no alerts, no red arrows pointing at your face. Just a document, a sentence, a decision that looks like it belongs to nobody. December 1st, a date that sounds empty, which is exactly why it matters. Because the events that actually shape your financial life never arrive screaming. They arrive quietly, with polite language and a tone that says, "This is normal. Please continue with your day." You might not notice it immediately. You just feel off. Like you're doing everything right, but the results feel slightly delayed. Like saving money takes effort, but doesn't create relief. Like prices rise faster than explanations. Nothing dramatic, nothing obvious, just a constant low-level pressure that makes life feel heavier without being able to point at a single cause. That feeling is not random. It is engineered by systems that work best when you don't look directly at them. This is not a motivational video. This is not about hustling harder. This is not about becoming rich, escaping society, or buying something with neon lights in the title. This is about understanding why being responsible no longer feels rewarding, why discipline doesn't hit the same, why normal life costs more energy than it used to. This is about the invisible machinery that sets the difficulty level of your existence without asking for consent. Look around. Shops are open. People are working. Banks are smiling. Your savings account still has a number. Everything appears functional. And that's the trick. The most powerful systems don't announce danger. They normalize it. They don't break loudly. They quietly adjust parameters until you adapt and blame yourself. Picture the economy as a bathtub. A big one. Ugly plumbing. Way too many pipes. The water is money. The faucet controls how much money enters. The drain controls how much disappears. Same controller. Already suspicious. When the faucet opens, money flows in. Borrowing becomes cheap. Assets inflate. Optimism appears out of nowhere. When the drain opens, money leaves. Credit tightens. Reality returns. For years, the drain was open. They called it discipline. Then, quietly, they stopped. Not reversed. Paused. Which sounds harmless until you understand what happens next. Inflation slowed. Not solved. Not fixed. Just less loud. Banks started sweating. Hiring slowed. The system made the sound systems make right before something cracks. So pressure was released. No public apology. No press conference in human language. Just a technical adjustment buried inside financial paperwork. The drain stopped pulling water out. Nothing dramatic, just enough to prevent panic. Immediately, new words appeared. Long words, calm words, words that sound expensive. Liquidity maintenance, reserve management, operational smoothing. Words that say, adults are handling this. None of them say money is being created, which is convenient because money started appearing anyway. They were very clear. This is not quantitative easing. It just looks like it, behaves like it, produces identical results. But the label is different, and labels are powerful. Like saying, I'm not lying, I'm just telling a curated version of the truth. Rewind. 2020. Trillions appeared. Casually. Markets recovered faster than logic allows. Stocks sprinted. Housing developed superhero powers. If you owned assets, your net worth inflated effortlessly. Not because you were brilliant, not because you predicted anything. You were just positioned correctly when the faucet turned on. If you didn't own assets, you watched prices run away while your savings stayed still. Same effort, same discipline, different outcomes. One line went up, the other went down. They called it recovery, for some people. For others, it was just life getting more expensive without explanation. Wages are slow. They negotiate. They wait. They require permission. Assets do not. Assets react instantly to cheap money. By the time raises arrive, inflation has already moved on and taken the advantage with it. This is not unfair by accident. It's structural. The system has one priority: do not collapse. Fairness is optional. If asset prices fall too fast, everything panics. Banks wobble. Markets tantrum. So asset prices are protected. If wages fall behind, that's unfortunate, but not systemic. Cheap money becomes normal. Businesses borrow. Governments borrow. People borrow. Everyone builds plans that only work if borrowing stays easy. Then tightening happens. Something breaks. So easing returns. Each cycle leaves behind more distortion and more inequality. Savings feel safe. They don't fluctuate. They don't scare you. But inflation doesn't announce itself. It eats quietly. If inflation runs faster than interest, your savings shrink while looking stable. The cruelest illusion. You feel responsible while losing ground.
Assets inflate when money expands. Stocks, real estate, businesses. Not because owners are smarter, not because they work harder, because the system pushes value there first. This is plumbing, not morality. Two people, same income, same discipline. One saves cash, one buys assets. 10 years later, one wonders why nothing changed. The other wonders how it happened so fast. Because investing feels risky. Markets move, charts fluctuate. Savings feel calm. But calm is not safe. Stability of numbers is not stability of value. That lesson is never taught, so people learn it late. Fear keeps people waiting, waiting for certainty, waiting for confidence. Inflation does not wait. Time beats intelligence. Starting early beats starting perfectly. Waiting for the perfect moment is waiting to lose purchasing power. Time in the market beats timing the market every cycle. Low cost, diversified, long term. No genius, no drama, just participation. Which is why nobody sells it loudly. Low rates feel good. Markets rise. Confidence rises. Long-term damage belongs to someone else's term. Inflation later is a future problem. Money loosens, assets react first. Prices creep, savings lag. Again, slowly, predictably, because stopping hurts. Normalizing causes panic, so intervention returns, each time larger, each time quieter. You cannot change the system, but you can stop pretending it doesn't exist. You can stop treating cash as safety. You can stop waiting for permission. You can participate instead of standing still while the floor tilts. It is Money Fables exists because these stories are never told plainly. They're buried in reports, hidden behind acronyms, disguised as boring. But boring things run the world. The system is rigged, but not cleverly. It repeats the same pattern again and again and again, which means you can prepare instead of being surprised. The faucet is opening again, quietly, carefully, with new words. Assets will move first. They always do. The only question is whether you move with them or stand still while life slowly becomes more expensive without explanation. The game is not fair, but it is predictable. And predictability is power if you stop ignoring it. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That means it touched something real. Like the video, subscribe. This is It Is Money Fables, and pretending this isn't happening has never made anyone richer.